Hi everyone, welcome back. It's the last scene of Act 3 of Macbeth. Okay, so enter Lennox and another lord. This is a very short scene. Kind of reminds me of the scene where Ross and Macduff exchange some words after the murder. Here we have some kind of random characters who are exchanging words, which tell us a lot about the environment around Macbeth. Okay, so Lennox says, "My former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret farther. Only I say things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth. Marry, he was dead, and the right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. Men must not walk too late." Okay, so I'm trying to read that in the tone that Lennox is using when he reads these lines. He's a little bit sarcastic here, right? So Malcolm and Donalbain apparently killed their father, right? And now it's saying Fleance perhaps killed his father. Men must not walk too late, right? This is sarcastic, okay? Which means that these people obviously suspect something is going on. Okay? Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Damned in fact how it did grieve Macbeth. Did he not straight in pious rage the two delinquents tear that were the slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was not that nobly done? Ay, and wisely too, for 'twould have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it. Right? So here they're saying, yeah, of course Macbeth killed them. Okay, because Macbeth didn't want them to wake up and say what had been done. Okay, so they know Macbeth committed the murder. Okay. Um, so that I say he was born all things well. And I do think that had the Duncan sons under his key and if it, so that's and, right? But it really means if it, and if it please heaven, he shall not. They would find what 'twere to kill a father. So should Fleance. But peace, for from broad words and cause he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast. I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself? So Lennox is hearing rumors that Macduff didn't show up at Macbeth's dinner despite having been interrupted. But what's invited? I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Um, what's more important? Yes, it's important that Macduff didn't show up. Look at what Lennox calls Macbeth: a tyrant, right? An oppressive ruler. Okay, if I was able to show you the movie, you would see that it's set in a very contemporary, almost World War II like setting. And Macbeth is depicted as a very Hitler-esque character who rules with an iron fist, right? Everybody is scared of him. He's ruling by fear, not by love, I guess you could say. Okay, so Lennox is saying, "Can you tell me where Macduff has gone?" The Lord responds, "The son of Duncan," meaning Malcolm, "from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court and is received of the most pious Edward with such grace that the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. Thither Macduff is gone to pray the holy king upon his aid to wake Northumberland with warlike seaward, that, by the help of these, with him above God, to ratify the work, we may again give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feasts and banquets bloody knives, and do faithful homage and receive free honors, all which we pine for now." So Macduff has apparently gone to see Malcolm, who is perhaps, rumor has it, talking with King Edward over in England. Now, Northumberland, okay, the warlike seaward. Northumberland is a place in England, okay? Warlike seaward. Seaward is the English army general, right? So presumably they are all maybe plotting to come together, right? And maybe think of a way that they can attack Macbeth and get the rightful king in place. Okay. And this report, and this report hath so exasperate the king that he prepares for some attempt of war. So Macbeth knows of all of these rumors that are spreading, and so he himself is also preparing for some type of war. Okay? Sent he to Macduff? He did, and with an absolute "Sir, not I," the cloudy messenger turns me his back and hums, as who would say, "You'll rue the day that clogs me with this answer." So Macbeth has sent to Macduff, okay, to talk with him, and Macduff is refusing "Sir, not I." The messenger says, "Ah, you'll rue." If you've ever seen the Hunger Games, rue means regret, right? So you'll regret the time that clogs me with this answer. Okay. The messenger is like, you don't want to do that to Macbeth, which again kind of furthers this idea that Macbeth is ruling. His regime is very much like Hitler. Lennox says, and that well might advise him to a caution to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he come, that a swift blessing may soon return to our suffering country under a hand accursed. So he's praying, I hope that he can bring us some success. I'll send my prayers with him. The two of them are hoping, right? So we can see that people are teaming up against Macbeth here. Okay, it wasn't a good idea for Macbeth to go ahead and kill Banquo. Clearly, his paranoia encouraged and urged him on to do that. Might not have been the best idea for Macbeth. We'll see. That's the end of Act 3.